Yes, this is Mr. Controversy, and this is the infamous three-point conversion station. Keep it locked.
The 3-Point Conversion Sports Lounge.
Good morning, everybody. What another beautiful Saturday morning. It's a great day, man. It's summertime, I guess, right now. It's beautiful outside here in Atlanta. Hopefully it's like that where you are. And, of course, it's another good day for sports. It's always a great day for sports. And if you don't know, you've entered inside the 3-Point Conversion Sports Lounge. And I am your host, Mr. Controversy. Did you miss me? And, of course, you know I'm not doing this by myself. My co-host, Mr. D Intellectual, is not in today. But, of course, we have the energetic one, the most famous one, H.O.
What's
the Horace.
up?
What's going on, man?
Man, I'm back. Got my D&D. Time to talk sports, baby. Let's get to it all day.
Of course. And like I said, it's going to be it's a great day for sports because it's a lot to talk about today, man. We have NBA free agency coming up. Well, it started today, so wondering if we're going to hear anything crazy. You know, it's not like NFL. You know how it is. It's basketball.
Plenty of rumors.
Yeah, it's just rumors, and that's it. They take their time, so we'll see what happens with that. Then we're going to talk about the BIG3 and the situation where now they are allowing CBD. So, and we'll get into that. And other professional sports, I mean, should they try that as well? We're going to talk about that.
Copycat world.
Right,
Copycat world.
Also, we got Major League Baseball talking about the Braves. You know, they went through a little
Funk.
Yeah, I guess we could say
Funk.
that. You know, it was horrible, but they bounced back, and we're going to talk about how they will respond to that. And, of course, the Houston Astros, man, like, they're on like 11, 12 in a row, and are they the best team, you know? So, like I said, then we have quick hits, what's on our mind. It's a lot to get into. Oh, we have Joshua Frazier, the Pittsburgh Steelers rookie defensive tackle from Alabama. You know, the good kid. We've been following him. I mean, he's a man now. He's in the NFL. So, but we've been following him, you know, since he came out of college, and going to talk to him about minicamp and his first minicamp, you know, with all the big stars and everything, but he's a big star himself. So make sure you let everybody know to follow, or they can listen, I should say, on 1100 AM locally in Atlanta. Also, you can catch us on iHeart, iTunes, iRadio, Facebook Live on the 3-Point Conversion. You can watch us live. So
in the car.
Yeah, like I said, in the car locally, man, we doing it. So, man, we want to shout out to our sponsors, the sponsors of the show, Salad Express, Sucker Free LLC, and Cindy Cuts Barbershop. And, hey, man, it's time to get to these quick hits.
Let's go.
Let's get it. Shout out to Sharon Beats for the music. Here we go. So, Lonzo Ball, the LA Lakers guard, Lonzo Ball, tore his meniscus. So they saying he should be ready for training camp. I want to ask you this.
Okay.
With all of the rumors surfacing and swarming, talking about Kawhi Leonard, who's going to get traded, would it be Ball? Is this a ploy? Did he really tear his meniscus, or is this a ploy?
They say he may start. He'll be ready for the season, right?
Right.
Yeah, might be in another city too.
You think he gets traded?
Listen, it's already enough pressure being a Laker player, a Laker GM, and a Laker president of operations or players or whatever the title Magic holds.
Right.
It's already enough pressure. You don't need the added pressure, or not even pressure, but the added drama with LeVar Ball, Lonzo with his shot, and the diss tracks and all. They don't need all that.
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is a ploy, just to take some of the steam off of what could be seen as Lonzo moving to another team, and it will be quantified as saying, well, he's hurt, so we're gonna move on from him.
Right.
So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a ploy though.
Yeah, it's gonna be something, man. Like I said, hopefully he's all right. It's just funny that it came out. You know, Uncle LeVar won him in L.A. still, so I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Moving on. So, former Heisman Trophy winner Tim Tebow, now an outfielder for the New York Mets AA affiliate Binghamton Rumble Ponies. I should get a stop it just for that.
Yeah.
But he's made the All-Star for them. Wait, hold it, stop it, because I want to stop it for this. So he was hot this month, you know, but his average, this is his numbers for the season in 67 games: 262, 12 doubles, 5 home runs, and 30 RBIs. Can I get a stop it?
Stop it.
Like, I don't understand how. Is this? You're the baseball guy.
I agree.
This
is not these numbers. I mean, I think if the Silver Slugger in college got to have better numbers than this, and you know it's hard to talk against Tebow because you figure, I mean, everyone knows he was at the Last Supper with Jesus, so we it's hard to talk about him because he's at the dinner table with him. So, but getting back to the numbers in itself, anything that the Major League Baseball New York Mets can do to continue to promote the bad team that's in New York, because they are bad in New York right now. They're on the front page and the Yankees are on the back page. So anything they can do to try to make this situation a little bit better for some promotions, they're going to do it. These numbers are not good at all as far as I'm concerned. Making the All-Star game, if he wasn't Tim Tebow, would he make the All-Star game in Dublin?
No, and that's the thing. Like, I really think it's just Tebow, man. But
yeah, it's a promotional tool.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Moving on, Tiger Woods, my man, is back in the news for good reasons this time. He birdied 7 times, 7 birdies on Friday, which gave him he shot a 65 for that for Friday, and it put him 4 shots back. I'm sorry, from the leader. So
5 under.
This is what we're going to see, you know, and we're going to see back and forth. This is how it is. And I mean,
nobody in front of him is really that guy.
No,
I mean, you talking about Gay is tied for first with Omar. I mean, he doesn't have any really competition in front of him. So him being tied for 11th and 4 shots back is really not a surprise because he's Tiger Woods. He's playing in one of his favorite courses, the TPC. I look for this and the TV ratings to be very, very high for this weekend. I look for Tiger to, you know, to kind of make a push. He may finish in the top 5 in this, if not win it.
So, yeah, we'll see, man. Now, hopefully he does good. But we're going to see this back and forth. I mean, golf already, you know, I don't think – it's not like how Jordan did when he came back. And it took him a little time, but just all of a sudden I'm back. in 20 games. No, golf is totally different.
Totally different, yeah.
Moving on. NCAA says that they won't participate in this sports betting, but they will leave the option open to individual schools.
They've been participating. They've been taking money for years. They just didn't call it sports gambling.
Right.
They've been participating.
Right.
I mean, this is really truly just set up to say, I apologize for making money off of all these athletes that has come through the NCAA for so many years. So I apologize. I'll leave all the sports gambling up to you guys. Make your money how you need to make it. We're going to continue to do what we've been doing.
Right.
But I'll stay out of what they call the integrity fees. You know, well, you've been getting integrity fees for a long time anyway.
Right.
So it is in their best interest to not admit or say that, yeah, I will participate in this sports betting.
Right. See how that turns out. Coach K,
my guy,
his guy, says that he has no plans of retiring.
Play on words. It's like, I don't have to use the restroom now, but in 5 minutes I may have to.
Right. That's exactly what I was saying. Because, I mean, he's no fool, and he's not going to say he's not pulling the Tom Brady.
Exactly.
But I think that he's sincere as I'm not retiring next season.
I'm gonna tell you what was the key. When Jeff Cable took the job at Pittsburgh, it basically told Jeff that in a few years, I'm going to need you to still, when I retire, I need you to be a head coach already.
Mm-hmm.
Because you notice everybody who's in the so-called next seat is a head coach somewhere.
Right.
Chris Collins, Wojo, Capel,
right.
They're all the head coaches.
Yeah.
So we just go pull and replace. So that lets you know pretty soon.
Is Amaker coaching too?
Yeah. Dawkins is down at UFC.
Johnny Dawkins?
Johnny
Dawkins,
yeah. Actually got a little great beard. It's funny.
But that's how it is in college. Like, it's not like NBA where the system just automatically takes over. No, you have to place you somewhere else.
They exactly.
And then
that's
how it is.
and that's how you know. Okay, it's coming pretty soon.
And last but not least, we're going to end it with nice gesture. The Baltimore Orioles, they had a nice gesture by paying tribute to the Capitol Gazette shooting victims by putting 5 lilies at the press box seats reserved for the newspaper.
Right.
And they held a moment of silence for them. So one of the guys that got shot, he was the sports guy. And he was covered for that. So it's sad.
Yeah, it's sad.
You know, it's crazy. We live in these times. But
it's really nothing to talk about other than just, you pay homage.
Yeah.
You feel for these situations, especially the guy being in sports, because we are our own fraternity.
It's a fraternity, right?
And so you have nothing but prayers and condolences for this whole situation, and it's really, really sad.
Yeah. All right, that wraps up Quick Hits. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Crystal Dayon, and this is your Sports News Break. The Atlanta Braves came alive after the 6th inning to win 5-1 over the St. Louis Cardinals last night. Julio Teheran pitched 6 scoreless innings and only allowed 2 hits. The Atlanta Dream lost on the road to the defending world champs, the Minnesota Lynx. Amani McGee-Stratford led the Dream in scoring with 15 points. The Big Three played in Chicago on last night as the Three-Headed Monsters, Killer Threes, Power, and Tri-State all won their matchups. Trilogy Falls 0-2 after going undefeated last season. The Atlanta United are home to face the Orlando City this evening. Atlanta is ranked first in the league with 34 overall points. Make sure to follow the 3-point conversion for all your major sports news updates. It's where fans' opinions matter.
There's a lot going on in the world, and your world is always changing. That's why it's important to stay connected. The latest news, the latest entertainment, the newest music. If it's in the air or on the air, it can be in the palm of your hand, wherever you are, with the iHeartRadio app.
iHeartRadio.
Over 1,500 live radio stations from across the country, and over 15 million songs to create your own custom stations. Text IHR to 45495 to download the app or listen at iHeartRadio.com. Standard text and data rates apply.
This is Ab Stanley, senior writer for the 3-Point Conversion, and you know I'm listening to Mr. Controversy and D Intellectual on the 3-Point Conversion Sports Lounge. Tell them what's going on.
Yes. Mr. Controversy here with my man, H.O. Horace in the building.
No, man, I like that little song, too.
Yes, it's sweet, man.
Yeah, G be putting it down, man, and G be having me going home, YouTube and songs all the time. Crazy.
Well, you know, this is by my man, producer Sherm. G, like, look, I'm just playing the music that, yeah, but you know, my man Sherman, that's how I get down. But
Absolutely.
This next segment, Hot Topic, is brought to you by Cindy Cuts Barbershop, which is located on 3000 Chapel Hill Road, Suite 206, Douglasville, Georgia. Make sure you check them out, man. Great barbershop. Always something to talk about in there, man. They always talking, you know, whatever's in the news, whether sports, politics, whatever. And not necessarily getting in each other's face, whatever, but it's just good talk. Like I said, it has that old school feel with the new school feel, you know. And great shop, man. Into the community, the children. Appreciate it, man. I want to give a big shout out to Dwayne Chambers. Make sure you check him out on Instagram at Simha the Barber. That's at SIMHE. I'm sorry, SIMHATHEBARBER. So at Simha the Barber. And a special shout out, and I want to say congrats to my man Frank. Frank just had a baby boy. I think it was 2 weeks ago. A week and a half or 2 weeks ago. But appreciate you, man, for all your work, still in there cutting, you know, being a father, not getting any sleep. I know he's not getting any sleep. So congrats, bro. So we're here at this Hot Topic, and we talked about the Big Three. We, you know, been on the Big Three. We followed the Big Three. We covered the Big Three as far as the 3-point conversion. And we had some great games, as Crystal Dayon talked about last week. It's getting better each week, man. The intensity is rising up. Great games. But I really want to touch on what Cube and the Big Three did this week. So they came out and said that they would allow CBD, and which is cannabis oil, right?
Yep.
And this is to help aid, you know, injuries and all of that. And, you know, that's something different, because when it comes to professional sports, they don't allow it.
Right.
You know, a lot of people, as Charles Barkley would say, you know, you have Josh Gordon turning in his grave, you know, right now. But, I mean, it's something big, because a lot of players complain about it, you know, talking about right now, it could, you know, this can really help, you know what I'm saying, us when it comes to injuries. First of all, just talking about this quickly, how do you feel about this? Do you think this is a good idea? Are you happy for the players, or?
Well, let me just start off with the big three and say this. If this is supposed to help your recovery and things of that nature, they need to make a dosage that could calm Al Harrington down, because he's out there like trying to fight everybody and trying to bully everybody. So they need to have a dose made for anger management and things of that nature. But I think that the players in basketball have gotten on this momentum to where it's our league. We're going to do how we want to do and things of that nature. And that is to the NBA. Pretty sure they probably will adopt this pretty soon if the right people, speak for it. Mm-hmm. But anything Cube is pretty much touching, it looks like it's going to work. And Cube is basically saying, what did he say, G? We're in this. The players don't play for us. The players are like a partnership with us or something to that effect. So with him saying that, it's telling the players that, you can pretty much do anything or kind of suggest some things for this league that can help you. And it's like,
but let me say this. It's funny you say that with the partnership and everything, because, I think Al Harrington, shout out to my family. My cousin was telling me the other night, he was saying, players like Al Harrington, I don't know if it's Baron Davis or not, but it's a few players that they have stores, they invest in this.
Right.
So with the partnership, it makes sense, with him saying that. Now, when it comes to the other leagues, like, why don't you think the leagues stay away from this, especially when you have cities like states like Colorado, California, I think in Oregon, know. So why do you think they stay away from it?
First of all, the NFL, if we talk about that sport itself, the owners, you're not going to bully the owners in the NFL.
Right.
The owners want to stay in control of what's going on. And the NBA, to a certain extent, wants to be in control as much as they can. But, the thing about this is they're looking at reputation. They're looking at how it would look, the type of history that it has and things of that nature. Mm-hmm. Do you offend other people that have played this game, that paid the way? The Big Three just started, so there is no history behind this.
Right.
They are creating their own lane. The question would be, is LeVar Ball looks like he's trying to do what Cube is doing. So now is he going to cop this idea for his JBA league? And how much would this influence his ideology and to try to improve what he has going on? That's probably more of what we need to look out for than will other sports adopt this, because I doubt if the NFL will. And if they do, it's going to be some kind of mandate in how they're going to distribute it out or whatever the case may be.
I think that if the NBA adopts it, Adam Silver says he has been looking into it. You know what I'm saying? He's given it thought at least. But if this becomes successful with the Big Three, and then you look at, like I said, the NBA, it's copycat. That's how all it is. Like you said, everybody copies each other. If it works out and the NBA adopts it, then I really think, man, that it goes from there to MLS. Then I think MLB will come on. And then after MLB, because I think, like you said, I think NFL is going to be the last.
Well, this is my thing, and help me out here. Mm-hmm. It's like saying, like the NBA have guaranteed contracts,
right?
So you mean to tell me I'm going to invest in someone who gets high with all this money,
right?
I'm going to invest all this money into players that gets high, taking a chance on off the court behavior that could actually go on.
But if states are legal, making it illegal. I mean, not illegal, but making it legal, and how can you say?
But the states are not invested in you,
right? True.
I mean, the owner is saying, "I cannot give you $20 million a year to get high and to take a chance on off-court behaviors."
Because you know what? All it takes the one person. And it might not be nobody now. It might not be anybody now. It might be somebody who gets drafted in the next 2 years. That's a big name, or a rookie right now somewhere. If a big name come out and talks about it and said, if LeBron came out and said we should legalize marijuana or
CBD, whatever it's called.
But
that's it.
This, like CBD doesn't get you high. It doesn't get you high. But like you just said, if that's what the owners think, if they think cannabis oil, oh, it's marijuana, oh, it gets you high, without doing any research, it's just that it's like a buzzword, or they're triggered and they believe that, oh, these players just want to get high, but not understanding the benefits of.
Now, I'm glad you said that, because this is my point to this. Growing up, we just knew it as marijuana. Right? Or reefer, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Now, because we live in the dirty South, we are able to see this probably a lot more.
Right.
But all of a sudden, you have different strands of it. So my point would be, it doesn't get you high now, but wait till you find someone that can tweak it a little bit, do this a little bit, and all of a sudden, it'll be CBD Elite. I mean, it starts off one way, but then all of a sudden, we wasn't getting high with this. But now we figured out a strand that could give you just a little more boost.
CBD hype.
Yeah, that. So, I mean, regardless of how the owners may see it or whatever, it can get crazy.
No, you're absolutely right, and I definitely agree. But I just can't wait to see what happens, because I think that, if this can't aid players, why not? And that's the thing. I understand people saying we don't want to pay you $20 million to get you high, but at the same time, if this is helping your players, especially with injuries, why not?
You're opening up a bag. You're opening up a can of worms.
Shoot, if we allow sports betting, I mean, how worse can it get? Look.
You invest your own money in sports betting.
I'll leave it like this. Teams, in the professional sports, it's illegal. It was illegal. But they were dabbing into it, and it was happening. So do the same for that. And this is not this is not reefer or weed or marijuana. This is CBD.
But
it's just CBD hype now.
My thing is the players getting high now anyway.
My point.
So it ain't, just keep doing what you're doing, and you keeping the owners away from the investment of feeling like, okay, because at this point, what if the owners say, well, we're gonna do non-guaranteed contracts and we'll legalize CBD.
Look, we're gonna take a quick break. All I gotta say is Josh Gordon is turning it over in his grave right now. But we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Hey, I'm Diana Taurasi from the Phoenix Mercury, and you're listening to the 3 Point Conversion Radio.
Are you tired of limiting yourself from tasty food because you want to eat healthy? Well, Salad Express will fix that problem for you. Salad Express is a gourmet salad and grill restaurant that gives you multiple options to satisfy your taste buds and keep you healthy. They have over 40 toppings, which are all cut fresh daily, and 7 homemade soups, including chili. You can also order hot sandwiches and wraps, with choices like grilled chicken, steak, salmon, and shrimp, which can all be added to salad as well. Go ahead and visit them today at 1055 Mansell Road, Suite 600 in Roswell, Georgia. Your taste buds will thank you.
What's up? This is Anthony Hamilton, and you're listening to the 3-Point Conversion.
Yes, we are back inside the 3-Point Conversion Sports Lounge. Mr. Controversy here with my man H.O.
What up?
And hey, I just heard that somebody just called me and said, man, somebody heard on the streets that they got the CBD on the low anyway. See how they do? Oh man. But anyway, so it's time to talk free agency, man. Free agency opened up today, and you know, it's a lot of players. We talked LeBron. He opted out. We talked Kawhi Leonard. What's going to happen with that as far as the trade situation? PG, 13, Paul George. You know, it's a lot of players coming out. Even with DeAndre Jordan, Dwight Howard, which we're going to get into in a minute. But with these Atlanta Hawks, is this the year they make? Because they have $28 million. They have $28 million as far as in cap. You know what I'm saying? Where they can pay the max. So is this the year that they say, all right, we're gonna go in, or we chill? Because Travis, the GM, he said, the Hawks GM said that they're gonna take their time. They're not gonna dive in. They're gonna look and see what happens first. Do you think that's a smart move?
At this particular point, I will buy it. I would trust what he has to do. Looks like this is somewhat of what the Falcons have done over this past free agency, and I think the Hawks will probably take on a contract or two just to take it off someone's hands as a favor or whatever the case may be, to try to create more assets. I think they're just trying to build assets at this point. Looking at what Boston did, Danny Ainge, and looking at what Philadelphia has done to have those assets, that's pretty impressive. Even though you have to kind of mix and mingle some free agency with it, but I don't think that they're going to be full-fledged going after free agency trying to win. I think they're going to. It's going to be a 3 or 4 year process, and I think they're going to probably lose because they got 3 first-round draft picks next year, which next year's draft is not as good as this year's draft. So, I don't know how much stock you can actually put into that. But to gain assets, you still can trade picks, though. You don't have to, pick the people or whatever the case may be.
Right.
You still trade the picks. So stockpiling picks may be an asset in itself.
Well, as far as what Atlanta has to do, I mean, I agree with what you said. That it's not going to be any kind of instant success,
right?
You said with what Danny Ainge did with Boston, that took a few years, and you kind of have to think several moves ahead, because I think a lot of teams are behind still what the Celtics and the Sixers have done as far as stockpiling these picks or moving or taking these high draft picks, moving them around. I still think Boston even still has a few first-round picks,
Absolutely.
multiple first-round picks in the next couple of years. So with Atlanta, it's they're not going to get. I don't think they're going to get any free agents right now.
Nope.
If they may make some trades to try to bring in more young talent. I know you've mentioned maybe they should make a move for Jabari Parker to give him a fresh start somewhere or something like that. Mm-hmm. But that's the best they could do right now.
And right now they don't have to. I mean, you have next year, and they're rebuilding. I mean, let it rebuild. See what your team has. I think they should see what they have, see what Trey is going to do with these other young rookies, and how everybody meshes together. Then you know what, this won't work, or maybe we need this instead. Maybe we thought we needed this. We thought we needed a shooting guard, but with Kevin Huerter and he's shown that he can do that. We don't need a power forward because now, yes, we have John Collins, but if he plays power forward or center, but we do have Amari, Spellman. So I mean, I agree with that. Now, to the rest of the NBA, mentioning those two guys, DeAndre Jordan, which Wojo came out and said he's clearly going to Dallas. You say you can see that.
I'm saying, he's going to Dallas because this is where his heart laid a few years back until they trapped him in the house to make him sign.
They put an R. Kelly. So they put an
R. Kelly trapped him in the house.
They put an R. Kelly on him.
Yeah, they trapped him in that.
It's like the Clippers were the crazy ex-girlfriend.
Exactly. They stopped.
Ended up staying in the relationship out of fear.
Joker hit Mark Cuban talking about.
And they say they have squashed the beef between that situation. He's from Texas, so he want to come home.
All right, don't let him. Hey, they might do it again.
And this is the thing. Well, I doubt that, but I mean, they was willing to pay him $24 million. He opted out of that, and now Dirk is declining to take more money. Yep. I mean, to redo his deal to create more space. I mean, it's a done deal. No one opts out of $24 million to not be able to get something better.
But this is the thing, though. So you think this go around for him is money? It has to be money. I mean, we know everybody wants money, but you don't think the right situation because they're clearly in a rebuilding phase. I mean, if Luka comes in and make them a playoff team with DeAndre Jordan, then you know. Well,
let's tie this into the Hawks, though. If they are a better team, that means that because the Hawks gets their pick and protected from the first five, top five. So if they get just a little bit better to where they're not even into the situation where they are in, that worse of a team, then the Hawks get that sixth pick or whatever pick they have after the fifth pick. So that helps the Hawks.
Yeah.
In essence.
Right, it does. I don't know. I mean, it sounds good and it looks like that might be the case, but I mean, I just think it's teams that he can help. Like, you don't think Cleveland? I know LeBron might want a Kawhi, and I know they're trying to see if they can do that, but you don't think that Cleveland can pay? They should be able to pay him, especially with.
They're not going to pay. Listen, the center position and what he is phasing out just like the fullback in football.
But, no, it is. But what's replacing it is an athletic big man that can run the floor, block shots, and catch lobs. That's it. And if it's anything that Cleveland lacks as a defender down low, LeBron can't block everybody's shots from behind. So to have somebody like him, it'd be great. So let's move on. So let's say he goes to Dallas. What about Dwight Howard? If Brooklyn buys out his contract, do you think that would be the best option? Everybody say he's going to Golden State. They say he's going to Golden State. You don't think he will play with LeBron?
He can't. He can't play with LeBron because Dwight Howard is like, I've said this before about LeBron is too far along in his career to change his ways.
Right.
So is Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard wants to get the ball in the post, even though the last three teams he has played for don't want to do that. A no-post player can play with LeBron.
Right.
Kevin Love is a post player, but what does he end up doing on offense? Standing on the wing, standing in the corner, waiting for LeBron to pass him the ball. Dwight Howard's not going to play that way.
But the funny thing is, not LeBron, but Dwight cries or complains. I won't say that. He complains or he says, I want the ball. I'm this guy. I want the ball. But he never plays in the post. He might get like 3 or 4 post plays.
Exactly. That's where he wants to play, but they don't run those plays for him. There are so many games to where he gets 6 or less shots. And a lot of teams now, because of the rules, what do? They run a pick and roll. He hates running the pick and roll.
Right.
And he's not going to want to do that either.
So if that's the case, he's not going to Golden State. If everybody think he is.
Let me tell you why. All right. This is my opinion. Why he would go. Because at this point in his career, what he's been traded with 3 times in the last
3 years.
3 years, which means that
2 years.
Your value in this league is no longer needed, right? He was 16-12 last year with Charlotte. So no one can argue that he pretty much has Hall of Fame numbers from the beginning of his career up until now. Mm-hmm. The problem is that the game changed on him, and now he's trying to solidify his legacy in the NBA. And the only way now he can do that is win a championship because he doesn't have one. Where is the best place you can go to get a ring today? Well, Golden State gets out-rebounded in the finals by a Cleveland team that does not really have a dominant center. And Zaza Pachulia will be out of there after this year. Mm-hmm. JaVale McGee, you said they don't trust him, right?
They don't trust him to play more than 15 minutes.
Exactly. So now you bring a Dwight Howard in to say all you have to do is rebound, block shots, and we'll help you get a ring.
He could go to Cleveland then.
Well, no, what I wanted to add to that is what I said that he doesn't like running the pick and roll. Mm-hmm. A lot of teams run the pick and roll with one person, with that one person and a point guard. With the Warriors, the way they play, everyone's setting picks for each other. Like Steph Curry will set a pick for Dwight, hypothetically. So because their style of offense involves a lot of movement with everyone, Dwight could fit in that offense, even though he won't get as many post touches as he would like, but he could at least work in that offense because running the pick and roll isn't solely on him.
How many points does JaVale McGee give you within those 12 minutes?
12.
So Dwight Howard could at least get you 12 to 16 at that point because all he's doing is dunking.
But you don't think he can do that in Cleveland? I mean, because now
not with LeBron.
Why? Because LeBron, we know LeBron's going to drive the ball, right?
He doesn't space the floor the way LeBron needs.
Right. This LeBron.
It's a totally different offense. So
now, no one would say this, but me. But LeBron is a ball stopper. He dribbles more than Harden does. All he does is dribble.
No, right. And that's what I'm saying.
And then just take off and go. And but if you miss an open shot, he gonna get mad.
But he's gonna pass the ball. But if you take off, you dribbling to the cup. LeBron's gonna draw 2 or 3 people.
Let me ask you this.
That's easy. That's an easy.
Let me ask you this. If I told you you can win a ring with Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Kevin Durant, or LeBron James, who would you rather play with?
He want the most money.
No, I'm saying, well, he done made his money. He done made over $200 million.
But he can get more money with Cleveland than he can with Golden State.
But he's got over $200 million. He's already made enough money.
But still, he want money. We know that. Golden State gonna pay him what?
They don't have to pay him because the buyout is already. If they buy him out, he gonna get his $20 million from Brooklyn. True. So now they don't have to do nothing but pay him the veterans minimum.
He can do a 1-year deal.
That's what I'm saying.
Tuna fish and some crackers.
Exactly. Fish, eggs, and rice. It don't matter.
All right, man. We're going to take a quick break. And we will be right back.
This is Sam Freeman with the Atlanta Braves, and you're listening to the 3-Point Conversion.
What it is, what it ain't. This your boy Sherm, host of Face the Music. Join me every Wednesday night for Power Hour, where we intersect the worlds of sports and music, and we do it the best way we can, which is on a Sherm beat. So if you're ready to come through, catch some realness, vibe to some dope sounds, tune in to Face the Music every Wednesday on the 3-Point Conversion station. Let's get it.
It's time to get in the mind of Mr. Controversy and the Intellectual with What's on My Mind.
Yes, we are back inside the 3-Point Conversion Sports Lounge. Mr. Controversy here with my man H.O. G on the ones and twos.
I like my man on the commercial. Let's get it.
Sherm. So, this next segment, What's on My Mind, is brought to you by Sucker Free Life LLC. Make sure you live your truth for the world to see, because everyone can be sucker free. Purchase your apparel today exclusively at facebook.com/Sucker Free Life LLC. If it's your first time listening or watching, you're probably watching right now. But anyway, this you could, this is the segment where we like to give our thoughts on what's going on in the sports world. We just go in. I mean, fair games, talk whether something about we don't understand, what we like, whether it makes sense. But it's just our time. That's why it's called What's on Our Mind. So, just get stuff off our chest, you know what I'm saying? Just to, we don't vent. You know what I'm saying? But we let me holler at you. That's what we do. So
good way to put it.
Let me holler at you for a second. What's on my mind? I was looking. I was watching TV and I heard some people. I forgot what I was watching, but they were talking about the MVP in NFL, and how it really can't be, usually it's going to be a quarterback. A wide receiver has never won MVP. Who was it? It was
Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice. I'm sorry, Jerry Rice won. Besides, he don't count, but he no one's won MVP besides Jerry Rice. But and you have a few running backs that do win it. But like right now, and it's different because back then when Jerry Rice won it, it wasn't really a passing league like that. Like you don't see the numbers, that are inflated like it is now. And I think that's why he was able to win it, because it was like we never seen a wide receiver go off like that.
Well, kicker won at once, so
right. But
it had to be one of those weird years.
Yeah, it has to be weird, right? So, talking to some other people, and we were talking about it, and it came up again. Somebody said, "Man, they thought that Gurley should have won MVP last year," and they were saying that running back is never going to win it. This is how it is. So it had me thinking, and I'm wondering, why does it have to be a quarterback? Yes, we know the quarterback is a man in charge, but he can be accurate. Yes, he needs to be accurate. He needs to have a strong arm. He can run. But who is the quarterback throwing to? A wide receiver or a running back. Or he's getting protected by linemen so he can throw it. So it really had me thinking, like, does a quarterback really needs or deserve to be the MVP 98% of the time? When the only reason why he's able to do what he do is because he's dependent on everyone else. He's dependent on the wide receivers to catch the ball. He's dependent on other wide receivers to make routes to get a particular wide receiver open. Running backs catch the ball. Running backs to block, linemen to block. I mean, man, you know what I'm saying? So basically, everybody is set to help this quarterback out, and the quarterback get all the praise. We've seen some seasons where Antonio Brown, one year, I thought he should have been an MVP candidate, like 2 years ago, I think. We've seen running backs do what they do. Like the year, I think it was 97. Like, how in the world did Brett Favre win co-MVP with Barry Sanders when Barry Sanders ran for 2,000 yards? Like, that doesn't make sense. So it looks like now, because of the league, it's turned into a passing league for the last 7 years, something like that. That's all we're going to see is quarterbacks win the MVP. And I don't think it's right, man, because I think with these running backs, you know, Gurley had a great year. Le'Veon Bell had a spectacular year. And they're not getting their due. They get Offensive Player of the Year. I don't understand how you can win Offensive Player of the Year and not be MVP if another offensive player wins the MVP. I mean, that doesn't make sense. It's like that award, Offensive Player of the Year, was put like, all right, so we're going to give it to a quarterback, but let's acknowledge this person. So I think the NFL, I know it's been like that since what? In the 60s, quarterback was the person, you know, everybody wanted to be the quarterback, and on defense was the linebacker, middle linebacker. But I think we need to kind of get away from that, man, and need to look at some of these other players, you know, where quarterback is not getting double teamed, but the wide receiver is getting double teamed. A quarterback doesn't have 10 guys trying to tackle him, but a running back does. Yes, a running back can get through the hole, but you still got 5 other guys, you know, reaching for him, and he's breaking tackles. I love the quarterbacks, I do, but I just think they get too much glory. And this is about time, man, that NFL and the voters, you know, hopefully soon I'll be one of the people voting for the MVP, and I'll make sure that it goes to the person that really deserves, and that's what's on my mind. And
my man,
like you said, and I'll let be quiet after this. Is the stopper button working? And the kicker got an MVP? Please, can I
stop it?
Thank you. Go ahead, man.
Oh boy. I guess you was out and about and had a couple of conversations, and that popped off. Well, I was out and about, and conversation popped off, and it amazes me how the media and social media and all these networks and the he say she says, how it influences people. I'm at my regular cigar meeting on Thursday with the fellas, and a female friend came by from one of the guys, and I try to stay away from talking sports outside of the studio.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's you know, you can't help it. And I was staying out of the conversation about sports and the free agencies and things of that nature until the young lady said, if JR wouldn't have blew the first game, then I had to jump in. People, listen to what I'm saying. J.R. Smith made a bonehead play. That's it. He didn't cost Cleveland the game. I mean, the play just looked bad. There are several other things that I could have pointed to that caused that game. If I put up a poll right now of who lost the game, I can guarantee you George Hill probably is the least to blame for losing the game. And he had an 80% chance of winning the game. So I'm just like, folks, please. You have to stop with the blaming. You just saying anything. J.R. Smith blew the first. He did not. Stop it with that. Come on. It's crazy. But shortly after I realized that, it was, like, people go be people, I'm just like, okay, whatever. But it's amazing how people really think J.R. Smith blew the game for Cleveland.
Can I say something?
Please.
So that's what you heard. That's what they were saying, right?
Yeah. So
it's funny that you say that because we all know that. I guarantee you, the person probably watched it on on Facebook. like a friend of a friend's had and heard it and saw it, and then they wanted to talk about that.
Yeah.
Now, I agree. Did he blow the game? No, he didn't blow the game. He
made a bonehead play.
Yeah.
You can't blow the game if you actually still have an opportunity to win after that moment.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I mean,
but George Hill blew the game, even though they were tied. But he blew the game. But anyway, but that's like I said. I guarantee you, she saw it on Facebook of her mama's best friend who worked with George, and she saw the video and them talking about it. I don't know.
We were drinking though, so maybe.
But that just.
I just like, wow, really?
Well, look, we're gonna take a quick break, and we will be right back with our Stop It moments. Don't go away.
You are tuned into WWE AM 1100.
The opinions expressed during the sponsored programs on this station are strictly those of the program hosts, guests, and callers and are not necessarily those of Beasley Broadcast Group, this station, its staff, other advertisers, or agencies.
Have you been looking for a radio station that gives you sports?
I don't believe it! It's a touchdown!
Entertainment?
Are you not entertained?
And other special interest talk shows?
Well, isn't that special?
All on one app?
Yo, that's dope. What app is that?
It's the real 1100 AM app for WWE. Grab it for free in your Google Play or Apple App Store today.
What's good, family? I'm Marlon Sucker Free Jones of Sucker Free Life Double LC, and I'm locked in every Saturday to the best sports show on the planet, the 3-point conversion, with no team or no players off limits. So let's talk sports, the best of the best, the worst of the worst, and everything in between. Can you dig that?
No mercy. Don't let up on him. Go hard on him, Mr. Controversy. Hit him with the stop it button.
All right, we are back inside the 3-Point Conversion Sports Lounge. And we definitely want to let everyone know we appreciate them following us and supporting us. Right now on Facebook Live, we are having, I know certain people that might not be able to listen to us right now, but people that listen to us on iTunes, tune in, iTunes on the 3-Point Conversion station, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, everybody who supports us, whether they're listening, watching on Facebook Live, we appreciate you all. It doesn't go unnoticed. But I want to give a special shout out to someone. Usually we do the, in the chair moment, whatever, but I really want to give a special shout out, man, to a dedicated listener, and he more so than ever listened to the whole entire show. From front to back, because he's usually waiting 4 or 5 hours at the barbershop. What up, Warren? I see you in the barbershop, man. It's good to have you, man. Good to see you there. Like I said, we appreciate you. continue to wait each week and listen to us, all right? But anyway, it is time for the most infamous, the most famous Stop It segment. Let's get it.
Stop it! 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 Stop it!
Yes, S-T-O-P, new word, I-T. Stop it!
Stop it. Get some help.
Yes, and the Stop It segment is brought to you by Salad Express. Go ahead, sir. It is on you first.
I mean, this is real. I mean, I'm pretty sure if we took a vote, this will be a stop it for everyone.
Okay.
The MVP of the league in the NBA. Did you see that outfit that he had
on? Bruh.
Did you
Stop
see?
it. You talking about that, the
I don't know. I don't. What?
He wore a curtain. What
It looked like something if Gucci went to Chick-fil-A, like the maker of Gucci
right.
was inspired by Chick-fil-A.
Yo, my wife saw that. She was like, yo, that is dope. We need some curtains just like that. Yes! I want to get that.
Stop it.
Yo, I was thinking the same thing. Like, so we just not going, no one's going to say anything about this.
Bruh.
Like, the beard couldn't help you on that one. Like, we won't focus on the beard on that
exactly.
time. It was like.
Then with the
I
no
thought he
sock.
lost the bet.
Exactly.
I'm
like, bro.
I don't know. That's what I was thinking.
That's like the trend now. No socks. Like I watched the draft and like I think only like 2 of those 20-something players had on socks.
Sock business, they're having a rough right now.
I know. So my stop it moment. Shout out to D Intellectual. So my stop it moment goes to, y'all heard the story about Tavares Jackson, and it's really not where you would tell him to stop it, but he's got to get this anyway, just because. So Tavares Jackson, the former Minnesota Vikings, Seattle Seahawks quarterback. I think he played like 6-7 years in the league. So he came in one day. I guess he was on one. Came in. I guess him and his wife been beefing. I don't know, but I know it was reported by the police that he came in. He kicked the door in. Busting in the house, went to his wife. They got into a verbal altercation, and he pointed a gun at her. It got that bad, and he said, "I'll kill you." Then his wife said, "You better be accurate because you ain't accurate on the field."
Ooh.
Stop it.
That's my girl. I need her autograph.
Then he got arrested. So I just want to say this. Shout out to all the women that's listening. I love you all, really. But bruh, that's women, dog. How at a time like that you can deliver a blow? And we all know when she said that he had that lump in his throat. And we all know if you swallow that lump, you're going to cry. So she hurt that man's feelings, bruh.
She got out.
Bruh, how can he do, like, at a time where, and maybe she thought, he bluffing, but still, if a gun is pointed at me, how do you have enough courage to say something that low?
If you figure you gonna get shot, you might as well go out blazing.
Bruh.
She went out blazing.
She went out blazing.
Matter of fact, this is how we'll say it like this. He pointed the gun at her, but she shot first.
Right. Right. Bruh. That's the lowest, dog. I mean, that's low. Like the dude that broke it up, I think it was either his brother, but it wasn't reported, and I don't know if my source is credible, but I'm hearing that when she said that, he shook his head like that wasn't right. That you can't do that, wow. Bruh.
My girl.
That's women.
Can we throw one more in?
Go ahead,
quick?
one more.
Man, LaMelo Ball last 2 games, 0 for 16 from 3.
0 for 16?
0 for 16 from 3.
Stop it. And shoot it.
LaMelo Ball is just, they pub him the next big thing, and he just, for the season, he shoot 9% from 3.
And we'll
you shoot it from half court. That's why.
I'll say this though.
Thanks, Steph Curry. But go ahead.
Exactly. We'll leave it like this. I will say that everything Unc does, I'm with. When I say Unc, if you just start tuning in, I'm talking about Unc. I call him LeVar. I call LeVar Ball Uncle LeVar. That's Unc. Right. How you act like your Unc. So that's Unc. So I agree with everything that Unc has done except for that. I think he dropped the ball when he took them boys and he took them overseas. Just because at some point you're going to need discipline, and at some point you're going to need coaching. And I think if you don't have that, so we're going to take a quick break and we will be right back.
Let me break down to y'all what's so dope about the 3-point conversion. First of all, everybody is a fan of the game first. Second of all, everybody is a student of the game second. And third of all, we're the average sports fan just like everybody else. We're not coming in here, walking with our nose tipped high, acting snooty, acting brand new. This is a grassroots organization. Bar none. The 3-point conversion, where fans' opinions matter. Be sure to visit the website www.the3pointconversion.com. Get your fix, get your articles, multimedia, and everything else that you, as a sports fan, need. So again, the3pointconversion.com. It's where it's at, man, where fans' opinions matter.
Radio.
Tune in.
Now.
You can tune in to this radio station on any smartphone or tablet.
iPhone,
Android,
BlackBerry,
Nokia,
Samsung,
Windows phones,
or whatever you have. Download the free TuneIn app from your phone or tablet's app store.
Tune in with music, sports, news, and comedy.
From over 70,000 radio stations around the world, including this Beasley Broadcast Group station. Check it out at TuneIn.com.
Or your app store.
Sit back and relax. You're back in the 3-point conversion with Mr. Controversy and the Intellectual.
Just we're back inside the 3-point conversion sports lounge. I think everybody want to be a part of the show.
Yeah,
people just coming in the studio.
They ain't bring no Dairy Queen with you.
Yeah, you wrong for that. You wrong for that. That's not right. See, you and old girl, y'all need to go kick it and have lunch or something. Like Jackson wife, because y'all on the same level. But anyway,
I got it from Miss Jackson. She shot, I shot.
So anyway, we're back inside the 3-point conversion sports lounge. Man, what you got going on this weekend? Or today?
A little cookout, a celebration. Yeah, that's about it, man. Just cooling out. Nothing big. Man. Caught up on the Queen of the South last night. And boy, oof.
That was good?
They doing it up this year, man. Teresa.
Look, we're having this like family reunion, right? And so yesterday we were playing, we were doing this like fitness. Shout out to my mother-in-law, and she wanted to do this fitness, thing, whatever, for the kids and everything. Mm-hmm. So I was a referee, and they got to run the 40. They come back, they run the 40, run back, do 15, jumping jacks, then run back, run the 40 again, come back, do 15 squats, run the 40 again, and then come back, right? And it was like a relay race but each person had to do all of that.
Right.
One person. So I'm a referee, blowing my whistle, throwing flags, whatever, having a good time. I'm about to sit down and go eat some, I don't know what it was on the table. And she's like, all right, referees, we need y'all front and center. So I'm thinking we about to have a meeting. I'm like, yeah, what's going on? She's like, so we need y'all to go. I'm not doing that. She was like, no, you need to go. I couldn't play the I'm a grown man role because this is my mother-in-law. So, and everybody else went in on it. I finished it. I did it. After that, I had to go to the house. We had a grill for like 500 people, it seemed like. Bruh, I'm sore. Like, I'm hurting right now. Like, y'all might see a smile on my face. I'm hurting right
Take an ice bath.
Man, I was about to hit
those ice packs like LeBron.
I need to take some Epsom salt. Go back in the day, get some Epsom. Man, I was about to hit up Shaq for that icy hot, so I'm hurting. But we got today though, man. We doing this little white get together, whatever. So
okay, well, sure. Y'all have fun, man. I wish y'all actually I do. If you got a stove in the car, if you want to sit back.
I might need it.
Sit back and
I might have to get that CBD.
You know what I'm saying? You know about
that. All right, man. Look, so we're gonna bring G in. Hopefully, G let everybody see his face, instead of wondering who's talking. But we're gonna do this. G, I'm gonna let you explain it. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you take it over, sir.
All right. So this is a new segment called "Is This Really Happening?" To where they take 3 stories that are in some way connected to sports, and we'll talk about them, and then we'll let you guys in the audience watching on Facebook Live, at least, let us know which is the funniest story or the most bizarre story of the 3. All right, so I made a title card for this one. So the first story is from baseball, to where Diamondbacks pitcher Archie Bradley told this story, and he didn't really have to tell this story, but he did anyway. So he said earlier in the game this season.
Oh, I heard about this.
He actually, as he says, I was warming up to go in a game. I knew I had the next hitter. I knew he was on deck. the at-bat was kind of taken a little bit. As a bullpen guy in these situations, I call them nervous pees, where, like, I don't have to pee a lot, but I know I have to pee before I go in the game. And he has the urge, nature called, and he goes to the bathroom, and he actually pooped his pants.
Yep.
Wait. Where did the nervous pee come from, though? Like, I understand the pee, but why did he throw that in? Yeah. And then, like, that threw me all off until when you said he pooped.
You know, I guess it's one of those situations where the nervous pee and all of a sudden it's the other urge.
Wait, what was this his first time pitching?
Nah.
No.
Just one of those things.
No, he tried to hurry and get himself cleaned up.
And he tried to clean it up before he got to the mound.
Before he
because he got called in the game.
So he
got cleaned up enough to where no one, I guess, noticed.
Yeah,
but
until he walked past the batter or the umpire, and
no one said anything.
Right. Did they smell it?
No, well, not from his story. So basically,
didn't have to tell the story though.
Yeah, what was?
So he said he basically jogged to the mound.
What was his
with
point
poop in his pants?
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, I heard about this, and I'm like,
I mean, I guess the crazy part about that is this is not his first time pitching, of course, and was it really? Did he tell the story? Like, did he? I'm wondering, did he eat somebody's bad chili, or it's got to be something he leaving out, bro. Like, that just don't happen. Like,
yeah, maybe.
And this story came up because of the pitcher from the week before, or a couple of weeks before, who was out on the mound and he threw up on the mound.
Mm.
And so he was on a podcast and someone asked, have you had any episode like that? And he ends up telling this story.
Mm. Yeah. That was pretty interesting to say.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Wonder did he get a new ball?
You wrong, man. All right, what's the next one, man?
Okay, this one is not as
catch the
This one is not as disgusting. Or, well, depending on how you look at it. So, we all know of a certain basketball player named Tristan Thompson and the family that he is involved in. And during his girlfriend Khloe Kardashian's birthday party, it was discovered that Tristan Thompson had actually blocked Kim Kardashian on Instagram, along with her friends or assistants. And so with Kim Kardashian on Instagram Live, she put the pressure on Tristan Thompson to unblock her on Instagram. Do you think that's fair or foul that he blocked her in the first place, considering what he had put her sister through?
This is after what he put her sister through?
Yeah.
Did he say why he blocked her? Did it come out why he blocked her?
No.
Was he drinking?
At the time of the video, probably.
Fair.
I mean, it was a party.
Fair game.
The video you talking about with the two ladies, right?
No, the video where Kim is asking him to unblock her.
Oh,
yeah, fair game if he was drinking.
Did he block her because he was afraid that if he was out
when he was going through all the cheating stuff, that's probably when he blocked her.
Oh, he didn't block her when he was out with somebody else, and he was just hoping that it wouldn't get on social media, so he blocked her because he trusted her. Wow. I wouldn't unblock her. I mean, why? Because him and Khloe together, right? They're not together. Yeah. They still together?
They're back to. This was at Khloe's birthday party, to where she was asking him to unblock her.
So,
but he had blocked her a long time ago.
Strangely enough, they are.
If I was Kanye, though,
but somehow they're back together.
But if I was Kanye, if I was Jay, what you so worried about this other dude being blocked from? Like, that would have.
Yeah, I'm like, first of all, if he was drinking, I get it. Well, he probably wasn't drinking when he blocked her. Because that was just at the party. So, but I'm with you. I mean, why even be concerned about who?
Yeah,
who,
like what is that?
How do you even you have so many followers? How do you know if he's? I don't know.
So that might be the reason why he blocked her. Because, like you said, if you have so many followers, how do you know? Because that means you checking up on them. Like, why? And then, like I said, if I was Jay, why are you so worried about this man blocking you or not?
Now, because of what he's done, they feel like they have to check up on him and see and follow what he's doing. Because later in the video, she says, "Oh, Chloe, I found out what his passcode is." So, I don't know. I mean, maybe they were.
There we go.
Maybe they were. I think they were joking, but I don't know how much. I don't know if it's like, are they only 20% joking? Are they 80% joking? So
did LeBron ask him to block her? it could have been LeBron.
He might have done it.
I don't know. To me, that's dumb.
Yeah,
I don't know why she's concerned about that. Then for her to say something like she was joking, but boy, y'all, I gotta watch what I say. Man, that'll make me really block you. Like, oh no, that.
Yeah, that's but them folks.
All right, man.
That family there is wild.
Yeah, it's a crazy. That's crazy family, man. That's for real. They get out for real. Go ahead.
All right, and the last one. To do with food here. With minor league baseball teams, there's always a gimmick. There's always something they're trying to do to get people to come to the games. So the Erie Seawolves, which is a Double-A affiliate of the Detroit Tigers, has started selling cotton candy hot dogs. So these are basically, I'll show the picture if you're watching on Facebook Live. It's a hot dog wrapped in cotton candy, like a regular hot dog in a bun, and covered with Nerds, the Nerds candy.
And what's a hot dog in it?
With the hot dog in it, yeah.
So the candy is like the ketchup and mustard covering the hot dog.
And the cotton candy is the bun.
Yeah. See, some people use Tebow, some people use hot dogs with candy on.
Were they on CBD?
There it is.
It's possible.
Oh man, what the?
So, like the question says on there, are you going to eat that?
Absolutely not. If they'd have had ketchup and mustard on it, I'd have really just been freaked out.
You would have ate it then?
Or chili. Yeah, that just looked like a hot mess. No way. In Detroit?
So
it's in Erie. So if you're Pennsylvania.
Oh,
so if you're listening, it literally is a hot dog. The cotton candy serves as the bun, and the sprinkles. And the Nerds, I guess, is the condiments.
Yeah.
It looked like a.
Would you try it? Be real.
Man, boy, stop. No, sir.
See, I don't eat cotton candy, so I wouldn't try it. But I ain't gonna lie, I might try that bug. Just to see
what if it was like a contest? Like, you got to eat this, you'll win $100.
Yeah. You got to pay me more than that. I don't want to poop my pants.
That's probably what he ate. Were they in Detroit when this happened? When dude?
No, he didn't say where they were.
He might have ate.
He didn't say which game it was.
That's crazy. Yeah, that looks like a hot mess.
Wow, that is crazy.
I think this might win out of the three.
I think that wins, man. Because who would think of that? Like okay. So I was just talking about this with the family. I've had I was at my second job, and I've had hot dogs. Like, I know people put people put some weird stuff on their hot dogs, mayonnaise, whatever. I guess this is when we was broke, when I was young. I ain't had nothing to eat. Well, I don't think we had any ketchup, so I'm like, shoot, I got some jelly. and put on the bread.
I mean, that's more appetizing than what that is. That is
show your face, G.
That is absolutely horrendous.
That's crazy, man. I can't.
I don't know what's worse.
Yeah, jelly on a hot dog. That's gross.
But to eat.
But this is.
Yeah,
this
I
is
think I'm with him. I think that wins, man.
Yeah.
I think
out of the three.
Sometimes you got to go. Dude didn't say why he had to go. So with the pitcher, like I said, he probably ate some bad wings.
Yeah.
Or you know what I'm saying. So, but that whoever made that was literally
drunk
or high.
Yeah, it looked like somebody babysitting.
Like a babysitter made that.
Laying in the crib with the cotton can. You know, it just looks weird.
Wow.
Man,
all right.
I don't know what to take from that.
So yeah, I'm with
eerie.
that. That's crazy, man. We're gonna have to leave on that note. That is wild. But anyway, appreciate that, G. That's it. You know, is this really happening? And man, I'm really saying that. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty
wow.
Bad. pretty bad.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break, and we will be right back.
Yo, what's up? This your boy Marcus Banks to the BIG3 of the Ghost Ballers. You listening to the Sports Lounge with my main man, Mr. Controversy.
Are you tired of limiting yourself from tasty food because you want to eat healthy? Well, Salad Express will fix that problem for you. Salad Express is a gourmet salad and grill restaurant that gives you multiple options to satisfy your taste buds and keep you healthy. They have over 40 toppings, which are all cut fresh daily, and 7 homemade soups, including chili. You can also order hot sandwiches and wraps, with choices like grilled chicken, steak, salmon, and shrimp, which can all be added to salad as well. Go ahead and visit them today at 1055 Mansell Road, Suite 600 in Roswell, Georgia. Your taste buds will thank you.
Sit back with me, the baseball antagonist. Pull up your favorite chair, grab a drink, and listen as Mr. Controversy helps us relax with his sports knowledge in the 3-Point Conversion Sports Lounge, right here on the 3-Point Conversion Station.
Yes, we are back inside the 3-Point Conversion Sports Lounge. I'm here with my man H.O., the famous one. Mr. Controversy. And if you are a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, or if you are an NFL fan, period, you're about to get a treat. I have a special guest in the building. And this guy right here, man, it's a good guy. Like I said, I can't even call him a kid anymore. When you join your profession, you're a man. And this young man has been, he's an inspiration if you follow him, to go what he's gone through, to actually, don't give up. You know what I'm saying? Times get hard. You got a chance to quit because it is not going your way, and it looks like it's not going to happen. But he didn't work hard, and sure enough, I mean, man, you get where you want to go, and it's a new chapter, and that is my man, the Pittsburgh Steelers rookie from Alabama. They say Roll Tide, my man, Mr. Joshua Frazier. What's going on, Joshua?
How you guys doing? How you doing?
What's going on, Josh?
What's going on with you, bruh?
Doing good.
How you doing, man? I'm so happy for you, man. Like, how's it going, man? What's the word, man? You're an NFL player now. Last time I talked to you, you got drafted, but you're an NFL player. You going to camps and everything.
Yeah, it's been really good so far. I just been getting adjusted to everything. They had us staying in a hotel, through our rookie mini camp, OTAs, and our veteran mini camp. But everything's been going really well. I've just been coming in, just kept quiet, kept to myself, because I got a job to do. But at the same time, I respect the veterans and everything like that. But I just want to come in and do the best I can and try to make the 53-man roster.
So let me ask you first. You go into training camp. I mean, not training camp, but mini camps and rookie camps and all of that. I saw you in action, saw some of the video and everything. What was the biggest difference, or a few differences if you want to mention, that stood out to you from the NFL and where you coming from as far as Alabama and college?
Just how some like the stuff is done, just like from the practices to the weight room, even nutrition, even just everything down to a T. In college, we're there, we're working, and Coach Saban and the staff at Bama, I mean, they provided basically anything you ever needed, and fruit drinks and protein shakes at the workouts. People putting weights on the plate, weighted bar for you, and just having like food ready for you when you leave and stuff like that. Basically it's kind of the opposite, but you still get a lot of perks. You got to put all the weight on yourself, and the weight room kind of feels jumbled up at times and stuff like that. You just have to know where you're going as a rookie. You want to be on top of everything. So. I'm just trying to impress right now. I'm trying to show these coaches that, I came here to work. So just trying to do everything right. I'm trying to do all the little things right and just keep it going.
Hey, Josh, this H.O., man, and I've been looking you up and saw some good things from what I've seen as far as your strengths and things of that nature. But I do want to ask you, coming from a defensive school like Alabama, and then being drafted pretty much by a defensive team like Pittsburgh that is pretty much known for the defensive tackles and things of that nature, how do you feel your chances are in making that transition, knowing that you've coming from a great defensive school and going into a NFL team that breeds defense as well?
I feel very, confident. I'm just, very confident in my abilities and what I can do. I feel like, they found a gem in the late round, and, I'm just, like I said, I'm just here to show them, that I belong and, I can dominate the league. And also I have my Coach Dunbar's here with me. And, he came from Alabama. He was my coach in Alabama. Now he's my coach in the league. So he knows what to expect from me. So he knows what I can do. He's seen me practice. He knows how hard I work. So having Coach Dunbar there also just, a peace of mind and just being there for me and pretty much the defense and showing me how the defense works and everything like that.
So, well, first of all, we're here live once again with Pittsburgh Steelers rookie Joshua Frazier, defensive tackle from Alabama. Now, this situation with Janoris Jenkins that happened with his brother, unfortunate, they found, if you don't know, I don't know who's listening, Janoris Jenkins, it was a body found at his home, the cornerback for the New York Giants, and his brother got charged, or allegedly, charged with it so far or whatever. So I think that he got arrested for it, I should say. But looking at the situation, man, and you look at the situation with Aaron Hernandez, other situations where you see a lot of players, because of the crowd that they get involved with. How have, or what will you do, or how have you managed your circle as far as that situation? Like, and not necessarily saying, all right, I'm not going to hang with these guys, or I won't have thugs as friends. Not necessarily like that, but it's just as far as just making sure that the people that you're with know, what they can't do.
Just from like a standpoint, I have a small, it's a very, very small circle. I pretty much say I have 3 best friends. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of friends, but like people that I just can go to and just talk to about anything. I have 3 of those friends that have been with me since the beginning. But just putting myself around, good people, smart people, and just, trying to elevate my mind and just putting myself around people that think about, their situation before they do something, you know what I'm saying? And that's how, 3 of my best friends are. They're kind of like me. And so that's why we get along so well. Just, like I said, just surrounding myself with good people.
Hey, Josh, this is H.O. again, and we are on the phone with Josh Frazier, 7th-round pick for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Alabama grad. And you played for Coach Saban, and now that you have an opportunity to play for Mike Tomlin, just kind of want to get your take on the differences or the similarities of the 2 guys that you for those 2 guys.
Wait, say that last part one more time.
I say you played for Coach Saban in college, and now you have a chance to play for Mike Tomlin at Pittsburgh. Just want to kind of get your thoughts on their similarities or their differences in coaching.
They're very different. Coach Saban, he loves his players, and but he's businesslike, and he wants it done a certain way, or it's either his way or the highway, and he really don't care how you really feel or if it hurts your feelings, But Coach Tomlin, I feel like he's a player's coach. He's always tries to talk to everybody, and so does Coach Saban. But he's just out there a little bit more. He's a little bit more talkative to us, I guess you could say. Coach Saban's just about his books, about his work.
Gotcha.
Did he have his fro tight?
Huh?
Did he have his fro tight?
I think so. Yeah.
Tomlin fro always tight. I don't care what he's doing during the game. When he do that press conference, it's picked out. So.
Oh yeah.
Hey, so now, all right, you come from Alabama, and you came on here and you talked about the crazy practices that it was and how it, like it's legit. Not trying to get you in trouble, but is it a difference in the NFL as far as the way Saban had you all?
Yeah. I say this, like in the NFL, when we join the NFL, you have, the NFL, and then you have like the NFL, PA. So, having the NFL PA behind us, you have a voice, somewhat of a voice. Oh no, you really have a big voice, really, because it's players, our players, organization, that's our union. We can go to them if we have any problems. When you're in college, you really don't have, I say, much of a voice because you're just kind of held down by, a lot of rules and stuff like can't do this, can't do that, suspended this and that. And so, you kind of have a voice, but, you're just limited in what you can do because you want to do everything you can to get to, the NFL, and you don't want to have any blemishes on your record, just, stuff like that. So you don't want to speak out or do anything that could cause you harm to get into the NFL, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Josh, one more question for you, and this is kind of going to be kind of tongue-in-cheek a little bit. But can you outshoot Coach Saban in basketball?
Can I outshoot Coach Saban in basketball?
Yes. Because I hear he's one of the I hear he gets in that gym, and he's a pretty good shooter.
Oh, yeah. I haven't actually played with him in basketball, but basketball is my first love. Probably y'all don't know that.
Right.
But I think I can outshoot him.
You think you could?
I got my shot down.
Okay. So what is the talk around the campus when it comes to Nick Saban in his shot?
I mean, I don't know much talks about it, but I think he might have a good shot. I don't know if he's ever played basketball. I've never seen him play.
Oh, okay.
So, Joshua, like I said, you're in the NFL. We appreciate you for coming on, man. You're doing big things. This is your first, time, and like I said, after minicamp, and it's about to be another first. We're gonna give I'm gonna give you a stop it, bruh. Nick Saban is 67 years old. You say I think I can. You should. And basketball is your first love, Joshua. You should know that you can outshoot him.
Okay, I should have been more confident when I said, I think.
Yeah, talking about I think I can.
I got this. Don't worry. If I ever go back and see Coach Saban again, I'm gonna tell him we need to do like sports or something like that.
Right, talking about I think.
Play the game for us.
Saban 75 years old. You talking about I think I can outshoot him? What?
Hey,
anyway.
Coach Saban, they don't call him to go for nothing to me.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. But hey, man, we appreciate you for coming on, man. We're rooting for you. Definitely rooting for you. Can't wait for training camp and preseason. Definitely gonna be watching your every move, man. Of course, and you always know you welcome. I just want to promise, and we can say this now because this is not college. Yes. So when you make that roster, the 53-man roster, and the 3-point conversion, bro, we want to autograph. If we pay you, I don't care. We want an autographed jersey from you.
Oh, I got you. Don't worry.
Okay? That's all we want. And then we want that story of you beating Nick Saban and a horse or something. So, all right, man. We appreciate you, man. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back.
Have you been looking for a radio station that gives you sports?
I don't believe it! It's a touchdown!
Entertainment?
Are you not entertained?
And other special interest talk shows?
Well, isn't that special?
All on one app?
Yo, that's dope. What app is that?
It's the real 1100 AM app for WWE. Grab it for free in your Google Play or Apple App Store today.
Hey, what's going on, sports fans? It's the 2018 Battlegrounds champion, Damian Adams, from The Real Deal with Damian Adams. Now, you can catch my show weekly on the 3-Point Conversion station on Spreaker Radio. But for right now, I'm doing what everybody else should be doing, and that's listening to Mr. Controversy and The Intellectual in the 3-Point Conversion Sports Lounge.
You're back inside the 3-Point Conversion Sports Lounge with Mr. Controversy and The Intellectual.
We are back inside the 3-Point Conversion Sports Lounge, getting ready to talk some baseball. And once again, I want to shout out to our sponsors, Salad Express, Seneca's Barbershop, Sucker Free Life LLC. All right, baseball time, MLB. The Braves, the Atlanta Braves, we talk about the home team and the Atlanta Braves. They're trying to do big things right now. And right now, they sit at 46-34. They're number one in the Eastern Division. And right now, the last 10 games, they're 5-5. But before these last 2 games, 2 wins, they were, the last win, they were like on a downward spiral.
Yeah, they Yeah, they was poo-pooing on themselves.
Yeah, they were doing like my man, the pitcher, like, and it was kind of worrisome at first. I mean, but I want you to explain why this might be good for them to go through something like this.
Well, it'll help, as they call him, AA, Anthopoulos, Alex, to get them some help. Cincinnati and the Orioles, they lose both series to them. And you just can't do that to two last-place teams when you're in first place. So this little drought that they were in, as far as, and they actually was on a 3-game losing streak at one time, and lost the first two to the Orioles, and then they lost the last one to the Blue Jays. But the leadoff spot was a bit of a question mark, and Freddie Freeman was trying to compensate with overswinging and doing all this other kind of stuff. Before all these things happened, he was top 2 in the hitting. Now his average done dropped to 318, which is like 5th or 6th in batting now. So Freddie can't do it by himself. Acuna was hurt. He had been out for quite a while. So he just got back into the fold last night. And more than anything, the pitching over the last 2 series, the pitching, the homestand, they only had one starting pitcher to go 6 innings. And that's very, very taxing on your bullpen. And that just cannot happen. So Tehran gave them a great lift last night. Luke Jackson came in, and they could have had a shutout, but Luke Jackson came in and messed that up. Don't be surprised if you see him go back down to the minors and things of that nature. But Vizcaíno will be off the DL coming up this Sunday. So Dan Winkler had to come in and shut the door last night as the Braves won 5-1, and heck of a job by Julio Tehran, which he needed it. Obviously, we expect him to pitch way better on the road than at home. So, it was somewhat expected, but more than anything, they needed that win to go ahead and start this 10-game road trip with no days off.
With no days off. Now, when you're going through a time where it could be kind of challenging, and you're a young team, like I said, this was the right time for it. It's the middle of the season. You're still up. But this is what shows – this is going to show not only, of course, themselves, but, the manager is going to show the fans. It's going to show Major League, are you all for real?
Right.
You have to go through this. This is that tough time, it's that tough period. And it wasn't as bad as it seemed, but we just weren't accustomed to them losing like that. But like you said, now they get Acuna back. Albie's looking like he's kind of picking himself up.
Well, yeah, he's coming out of a horrid slump.
Yes.
His batting average actually went up 17 points.
I saw that.
His homestand. He was in the 240s. Now he's hitting like 271.
Yeah.
And the Braves are still in first place by 3 games, but don't get it twisted. Camargo has been carrying this team in a lot of different ways, defensively and offensively, as he had another 3-hit game last night with 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. But Inciarte moving back to the top of the lineup is going to help. He has over 20 stolen bases. So if they can start to get those 2 guys back on base, getting set up for Freeman and Markakis to do work and be a little more aggressive on the base pass, then, yeah, they'll still do that. They've dropped down to 3rd in batting, but they still lead the league in 2-out hits and 2-out runs, which is saying to a young ball club that they have been clutch in 2-out situations, which you can't say that for a lot of teams being that young and things of that nature. So you got to at least tip your hat off to them and hope that we can try to solidify another starting pitcher, and some bullpen depth, because Mike Soroka just went on a 60-day disabled list for the Braves. So that's going to be tough for the young rookie. He had pitched very, very well especially in Toronto this past time that they were on the road.
So, okay. So now let's move to the other teams or other team, like a team, the Houston Astros.
17-4 in the last 21 games.
That's crazy.
12. The Rays ended their 11-game win streak a couple of days back.
Right.
But 17-4 in the last 21 games. Yeah, they balling.
So now with Houston, everybody's been talking about the Yankees, even Boston. I know Houston are, they're the reigning world champs, and of course, yes, they're going to be the team to beat. But honestly, besides because they're the reigning champs, are they the team to beat?
Well, they are the team to beat. Let's be honest. But this is the thing. The trading deadline is coming up in baseball here pretty soon in July. The Yankees will make a move in starting pitching. Mm-hmm. If you saw Sabathia pitch last night against the Red Sox, you saw he's kind of getting his mojo back.
Right, yeah. Watched that game.
Yes, and so that their pitching staff has been doing very, very well, but I think they will add another frontline starter to that rotation. I don't know what Houston will be able to counter that with as Carrera goes onto the disabled list for Houston, the shortstop, and we don't know how that's going to affect everything, but they have a tons of talent on the Astros team, and with Justin Verlander pitching the way that he's been pitching this year, they're still the team to beat as of right now, but let's not slip on Boston because Boston is still there.
Yeah, Boston is there. They're only down. Actually, they're tied.
Yeah, they tied.
They're
I think
tied
they got
with the
more
Yankees.
wins, but
yeah,
they kind of tied in percentage points.
So it's going to be interesting. I still, Yankees, they have, in percentage points, the best record. But I just think that what Houston went through last year, they're confident that, because the way they won, like, they had some major games. Like, it wasn't like look what they had to go through with the Yankees.
Right.
And then in the World Series. So I think they believe they're that team. I just don't. I wonder if they're going to go through what the Cubs went through. The Cubs went through just, bro, we good. We got one.
The hangover method.
I don't even think it was the hangover. They were just like, look, we good. We done went 500 years without winning one.
Right.
What? So what?
The curse is over.
Yeah, we good with that. We can go another 30 years and we be good. That was like the thought process that showed up through their play.
Yep.
So hopefully they don't go through that, man. Looking forward to the season. Baseball period is getting good. It's been good. Hate that the ratings aren't there, but it's been good, man. So look, we're going to take a quick break and we will be right back.
There's a lot going on in the world, and your world is always changing. That's why it's important to stay connected. The latest news, the latest entertainment, the newest music. If it's in the air or on the air, it can be in the palm of your hand, wherever you are, with the iHeartRadio app.
iHeartRadio.
Over 1,500 live radio stations from across the country, and over 15 million songs to create your own custom stations. Text IHR to 45495 to download the app or listen at iHeartRadio.com. Standard text and data rates apply.
Hey, this is Brittany Griner from the Phoenix Mercury, and you listen to the 3-Point Conversion.
Yes, yes. You hear that sound, you know what that means. It is time to let you go. But before we let you go, we definitely want to give some shout-outs. And I want to give a shout-out to the man upstairs, God Almighty. Appreciate you, big homie, man, for this platform. Still, to this day, it's like, wow, I can't believe I'm able to get on the radio and talk what I want to talk and be who I am, man. And gives me the opportunity to make you all happy, upset, mad, want to give me the stop it button. All of that. It's just, like I said.
Stop it.
I thought he forgot. I thought he was going to do it. But just to be able to do that, man, it's crazy, man. I want to shout out and thank our special guest, Joshua Frazier, for coming on, man. Much success. Want to give a big shout out to G. Appreciate what you're doing, man. People don't know what's behind the scenes, but bruh, if they only knew. Then I got to thank my co-host, H.O.
Hey.
Appreciate you coming on, sir.
You already know, man. Bankhead's finest. Bankhead legend. Trying to eat some of that Bankhead seafood. But they closed. Might have to try one of them salads at my Salad Express.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, man, for entrusting me with your baby. You know, shout out to all the people on Facebook Live who was able to listen and watch. Thank you guys for always encouraging and showing love and things of that nature, man. Always a wonderful thing when you can come out and do what you want to do. Sometimes I just like, hey man, why do we have to stop this thing? Let's go for another hour or two. So
what?
You know what I'm saying? But
it's gonna be that soon.
It's gonna be that soon. And obviously, shout out to the man behind the glass, G Money. He rock and roll with us each and every Saturday, man. And I really appreciate what he does. And the most talented man that I've ever seen drop it behind the boards. He got it. He got that fire.
Quickly, your show Wednesday night.
Sports Roundtable Wednesday night, each and every Wednesday, as we always talk about hottest topics and things of that nature. So you listen Saturday, go ahead and listen Wednesday, every Wednesday, 7 to 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go to the website, srtradio.com, or you can watch us Facebook Live, SRT Sports Talk Radio.
Yes, sir. One day I might just, hopefully, I'm waiting. Get the invite or something, but anyway.
You already said, man, my second job, man, come on. Let me know when you have a day off.
Hey, I want to shout out to my family, my beautiful wife, my children, all my family that's in town from Alabama, Mississippi. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate the support. And I want to thank everybody who watched on Facebook Live. Derek, Branch, Sports. Gridiron Fanatic, Courtney Harden, Ben Sutter, Al. Who else is on there? Mike Faber. I mean, everybody. I can't list everybody, but everybody who watched, I appreciate you live. And watch live. I appreciate you. Cindy Cuts Barbershop, Salad Express, Sucker Free Life LLC. Definitely appreciate you all. And this weekend, man, like I always say, love family. Continue to watch sports. Let your family know that you love them. They need to know instead of standing at a funeral or whatever. God forbid. But like I said, man, have a great weekend, man. Eat good. Let's see what happens with this NBA free agency. We have baseball on deck. MLS, the World Cup. They took a break yesterday, but it should be good. But until then, next week, same time, same show, same crazy hosts, same sports nonsense, the same crazy looks from G. Until then, will you miss me? I'm out. Peace.
Peace.
You just got done listening to the 3-Point Conversion Sports Lounge. Be sure to follow us on our Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook accounts at The 3-Point Conversion. And also make sure you check out our website, the3pointconversion.com. Be sure to follow us live and listen every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern.